So there's actually something I want to talk to you about today.
Oh, God. What could it be?
What do you mean, oh, God? Why is it always got to start like, oh, God?
Well, there's, like, so many things happening and so many things you could want to talk to me about. And I just, like, you should know my anxiety by now. That is not okay to do.
What do you think? Oh, God,
Are you going to fire me?
Well, I was going to say, do you think it's about your termination for how you performed the last several episodes? Apparently, you think it is.
Are you going to fire me? I thought it was pretty funny.
Well, actually, you're safe for now.
For now.
For now, this episode. I think every episode moving forward will be pending the success of your career.
Ouch.
As a podcaster. No, instead, I want to talk about something that's much more... I don't know that I want to call it gratifying. That sounds like the bad choice of word. I want to talk about clown porn.
What?
So, okay, so I think have we had a discussion before about clown porn? I feel like I talk now. This is going to sound like this is all I talk about and dream about. I know I've talked to people recently about clown porn. I feel like you must have been one of them.
I do believe I heard the whole story of you were talking to this person about it, and then Russ sent you something, and he didn't even know you were talking about it.
Okay, that's where I wanted to go then. So Russ and Brian are the two people of this situation.
Right, sorry, Brian. We did a whole bonus episode for Brian, and
we gotta give him a shout out today, which we didn't prepare ahead of time. So we're really bad at this. But in any case, so clown porn for some reason is a revolving topic that keeps coming up in my life, and I don't know why. And I would say that it's not me looking for it, because it's not Facebook. Like, you accuse me of looking up vulva shaving tools. It's not like Facebook. It's people sending me. I mean, the first thing was my fault. All right, let's start from the beginning.
Let's start from the beginning. Oh, God.
So I came across this TikToker. I don't know if she's a YouTuber. Maybe she's got a Twitter. I don't know. I do know she's got a Twitter. I was curious one day. We'll get to that too. Anyway, she doesn't dress up in full like white face and wild colored hair and all that regalia, but she does have a clown performing name called Miss Size Doesn't Matter the Clown. I believe is her full clown name. Are you with me so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, pause real quick, because I need your brain at some point for alias for me. But go.
For alias?
Yeah, an alias.
Okay. Oh, okay. So I thought this must indicate she does pornography or adult entertainment of some sort under the name Miss Size Doesn't Matter the Clown. So I was curious, and I thought, I'm going to look her up, but not like very thoroughly. Like, I don't want to come across her OnlyFans and pay for a subscription to find out if I'm weirdly into clown porn, because I thought she was kind of attractive, and I was like, is clown porn a really big thing that is enough of a following that it's making money off of things? So anyway, I told Russ about this video. Not Russ. Brian? I don't know. I told someone. I told one of them.
You were talking to Brian.
I told them both about Miss Size Doesn't Matter the Clown. Anyway, I'm trying to spread the gospel. Like some weird cult following, except instead of...
So if it's not a thing, you're going to make it a thing, is what you're saying.
Yeah, so instead of some like creepy middle-aged fat dude that's trying to fuck all the cult members, I'm trying to build a cult around clown porn, if it is a thing, or it will be when I'm done with it.
It will be when you're done with it, but sounds of it.
So anyway, so I was going through my friends' TikTok videos that they sent me, and Russ, I didn't, that's right, it was Brian I told about Miss Size Doesn't Matter the Clown, because there was also another music video. I know this is it's all like, I need like a whole board of strings attached everywhere.
Just make up a graphic for Caryn to throw up here.
There is a artist named Massive Man who's a rapper, and in it he is dissing another rapper who goes by Joker, who does wear paint, face paint, all that, who also makes fun of juggalos, even though he's also a performing rapping clown. I don't know. Whole beef I don't understand. Regardless. So in the video in which Massive Man is mocking Joker, he is saying that his Joker's wife doesn't put out anymore because she's finding funny business with another man. And in the music video, they show this very hot girl in black hair, and I think she's got pigtails, and she's very tan, and she's got a very low cut top, kind of like a Harley Quinn kind of get up, and she's got like triangles painted under her eyes and stuff. And I thought, this is getting weird, because not only is like clown porn and sexy clowns becoming a revolving thing, I'm thinking I'm starting to like the things that I'm coming across. And so it's just been this whole phenomenon in my life like the last several months. I'm starting to think a pattern is forming. But anyway, Russ sent me this video, not knowing anything about.
Anyway, Anthony has a thing for clowns, apparently.
Well, okay, so I did go down a rabbit hole. I was curious. I was like, is clown porn a real thing? And it is. There's the categories of it on Pornhub at the very least.
Categories of clown porn. I thought clown porn was its own category.
Well, I think there's like the girls who kind of put on some minimal makeup and.
So there's ranges of clown.
Full blown clown, like
there's
the red
ranges.
Nose and the white face. And I've got a video I'd like to show you. Not one of those videos. It's a video Russ sent me. It's a TikTok that Russ sent me.
I still don't trust that.
I don't know.
I still don't trust that.
I'm asking you to give me your trust.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna put it up here on the green screen.
Because if it gets me not fired,
so everybody can partake, and maybe this will go with what we talked about in the bonus episode and what you need an alias for. This might be your thing. I don't know how you are with clown stuff.
No.
Okay. Well, anyway, so Russ sent me this video. Brian and I had talked about Miss Size Doesn't Matter the Clown, and so it was just amazing that this came up, because I hadn't told Russ about this weird fetish investigation that I was doing. So anyway, here's the video I want to show you.
Hi, my name is BJ McNaughty, and I've been a clown stripper for 3 years. So the weirdest thing I've encountered being a clown stripper is that I didn't realize that there's a whole fetish out there for clowns. So people come in specifically because they want to do a clown. And tag, I'm it. They want to do me. But I'm pretty well known that if I'm in the house, you should beware of cream pies. My cream pies make people a little scared of me sometimes, but my cream pies are very tasty.
All right, so that's it. It's a thing. People are into clowns, and I don't understand. Like, so I went down the rabbit hole. I did some investigation because I am a scholar and a gentleman, so I would like to do some thorough research, for science, to see if that was something that I was interested in. It's not. It turns out the clown porn on Pornhub is very heavily clown. Probably worse than BJ the Clown, or BJ McNaughty, whatever her name is. So yeah, I just wanted to know what your thoughts on clown porn was, because I know it's probably something you've put a lot of thought into over the years.
Like, I'm not surprised, because I feel like at this point you could probably find a fetish for anything.
Oh, I'm absolutely certain, but clown porn was not something that I really
like.
liked.
You could probably find a fetish for your nice cinder block wall right here. I don't know. Like, so we were watching Extreme Love, and this dude is in love with cars.
I did see someone who I suspected he was fucking the tailpipe.
So like,
that's the only thing that makes sense to me.
I don't know, because I also knew someone who was very into cars like that, and I guess he's successfully married now to an actual woman.
To an actual woman.
As
everybody in his family was surprised.
Good for him. I don't know, because like I said, Kristen and I have been watching Extreme Love when I was here last, and there's some things into each their own, I guess.
Oh, I put some more thought into it, because
I don't want to judge, but it's not for me.
So, fucking cars or clowns or
both?
Oh, okay, both. I mean,
a lot of things.
You could put.
I'm not going to judge, but a lot of things aren't
both,
for me.
And then you could fuck a bunch of clowns in a clown car.
Why don't you just fuck a clown car?
Maybe you want the clowns inside of it.
Maybe it's just a clown car.
But regardless, since I did my investigation and found that this isn't really something for me, with the minor exceptions of the one woman dressed as a slightly erotic clown in the music video, and Miss Size doesn't matter. BJ McNaughty doesn't do anything for me. At least I don't think she does. Maybe if I hired her for a private event, that's another time. But anyway, I was just wondering what your thoughts were about it, because it just seems bizarre to me that people are into clowns.
To each their own, but it's not for me. And I don't know. I've always kind of had a fear of clowns because I watched the original It as a small child.
Not a lot of sexualization with that clown.
No, but just a lot of terror. And then, what's his name did a phenomenal job in the new It movies.
I don't know who did the new ones.
I
know it was.
Is it Alex Skarsgård?
I know it was. God damn it! What's his name? I can see his face. He was infamous, not infamous probably, but famous for Rocky Horror Picture Show. The original guy. Come on, don't make me look at
Bill Skarsgård.
I don't.
Was the original. He's a good actor.
Not the original, the new one. You mean?
Yeah.
The original one was.
Let me find
his
it.
name.
Original It.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry. Why the fuck can I not remember Tim Curry?
I can't remember his name either.
Sweet transvestite from Transylvania. Maybe that's where that all started. Have you seen that movie, Rocky Horror Picture Show?
I don't think I've seen all of it.
I think we need to watch all of it now. So that's tonight's activity.
I thought we were playing Baldur's Gate.
You gotta do it all in one night. Okay, but
But
anyway.
we don't have to do it all in one night, bro. Do you realize that I am literally moving into this exact spot that we are recording in right now? And so, do you realize, all the movie nights? I already told Kristen the benefits. Will said that with a proper kitchen and a grill, he loves cooking on the grill. He's going to cook a whole bunch. And he's a picky eater, so the kids will be happy. And you could be happy. And her and I can just go off on our own and have our little salmon parties.
Do you think Will likes clowns?
No.
In an arousing manner?
No.
Okay.
I don't know what he likes. He likes to clear his browsing history.
We won't get into that. But hear me out. Maybe I think I'm discovering a slight appeal to this whole clown thing that maybe I could get behind. You saw what she honked her boobs. They made the clown honking noises.
The squeaky noises?
Yeah. That's the appeal, right? That's gotta be it.
The squeaky noises is the appeal?
In the boobs, yeah.
Well, I am a squeaky noise sometimes. Have you heard me laugh?
Okay, but your boobs don't squeak upon squeezing. Not that I know,
No,
sure, but
no, but I squeak when I laugh.
that could be the appeal. Men are supposed to be like dogs, and then the boobs become squeaky toys. They already like boobs. I think I'm onto something here.
I don't want you to be onto something here.
I think I figured it out why clown porn is so revolutionary.
I don't think I want you to be onto something here.
You know what, though?
It's okay. I'll be paying all the bills with the OnlyFans.
I think I can be into it. I have to run something by Kristen first.
Gather round, we've got stories to tell. How the human race should be erased from space. We're horrible people and deserve to die. If you don't believe me, then I'll tell you why. We've caused genocides and mass extinction. Humans causing bad pollution. Amazon is burning down. California's on shaky ground. Ted Cruz in Cancun, people deny the moon. Gun crime is on the rise, hypocrisy and evil lies. Leadership is on vacation, God is doing tax evasion. Police increasing jurisdiction, overdue for extinction.
Welcome back to another episode of Overdue for Extinction, the podcast where we set out to prove that because the human race is so goddamn stupid, we are in fact overdue for an extinction level event. I am Anthony. Last I checked, I don't think it has changed.
And I'm Cait.
Hey, we got a proper introduction out of you this time.
Hey!
That cold open went a little bit longer than I planned on. I didn't think we were going to get into a real full-blown discussion about clown porn and...
To each their own, I guess. But there's something for everyone, and you learn something new every day.
You know what's really fucked up is I didn't tell Kristen I went on this investigation because I don't know how to explain to my wife of 7 years. Well, not 7 years, we've been together for 7 years. My wife, though, partner of 7 years, that I was potentially into clowns when That seems like a hard ask this late into the game.
On another note, like, I really feel like Harley Quinn is setting up that and has been setting up clown porn for years. And I think that's maybe where it comes from.
I think that's probably it because there's a lot of cosplay of slutty Harley Quinns, like slutty than who Harley Quinn is already.
And you know the sad thing is they're all pretty poorly done.
Perhaps you could fix that then.
Probably.
Well, you
maybe
said
one day.
you said on another episode that you're more of a Poison Ivy girl, so
Yeah.
that's
There's issues with Harley. We're not gonna get into that on the podcast.
I don't know. She's got mental instability, so
maybe
it feels like a good connection.
Maybe one day off the podcast, but not on the podcast.
Well, I wasn't expecting you to put on a slutty outfit for the podcast.
No, I don't mean that. I mean like the whole issue with Harley Quinn.
Oh, okay. I look forward to hearing that. I'll probably get out of you when I get you to drink for another bonus episode.
No, we're not doing that on the podcast.
Okay. All right, well,
the door I don't want to open for the people.
There's a door that some people probably like to open, I'm sure.
The trauma doors?
Yeah, the trauma doors.
Not on the podcast.
That sounds like a cool show, doesn't it? The trauma doors.
The trauma doors.
I don't know what it's about. It's not about traumas, but it's about something cool. Some like 1800s secret society bullshit. The trauma doors.
Let me drink more and tell me about that later, and I'll probably write something up.
Okay, well, speaking of writing things up, to kick this episode off, we're going to do another Mad Libs icebreaker. So, before we get into it, I kind of last minute had this one prepared because I found out as I was looking over the notes for this episode that we'd already used the icebreaker for a bonus episode. So you said, well, let's find another one. I downloaded this app, so I don't know how good it is, but I did find out that it doesn't have the story laid out, so I can't ask you for things knowing what
the story is.
What the story is. We're going to plug in the things that it's asking, so we're both going to work on this blindly together.
So it's like a true co-writing project.
Yeah, so I guess we're going to start from complete scratch. I don't think I even need that. I think this is going to be all keyboard.
Yep,
sure is. All right, so we're going to collaborate on a fresh project together. If you're ready,
let's do it.
All right, let's do this week's icebreaker. Oh, Justin.
What now?
How much does a polar bear weigh?
How much does a polar bear weigh?
Enough to break the ice. Ah, ah, ah!
I hate it here!
So, first thing it wants from us is, notoriously, part of the body. A plural part of the body.
I still like the elbows.
What happened the last time we used elbows? Weren't people...
I don't remember. You got it saved, though. Pull it up.
I'm not going to look back up that. I don't even know which episode that was.
Sorry. Just still getting over being sick.
Yeah. I mean, the kids were sick, and then you came sick, and now you're going to give it to me, and I'm going to go to work sick. I already don't feel like working as it is.
I'm sorry.
Okay. As long as you're sorry, that's all that matters. All right. Next
Sometimes.
one, we need a plural noun. So...
Do you do back and forth?
We can. The first thing that came up was basketballs.
Basketballs. Elbows and basketballs. It's getting good already.
Okay, noun.
A noun.
I wonder if this is going to be a sexy Mad Libs. These are supposed to be adult Mad Libs, so I wanted to stray away from the ones that kids play because those ones were just like Tommy
went to the
cafe to buy a dog and was like, what the fuck? No one wants that.
Can the outside be a noun? A tree.
A tree, okay. And say outside feels like a proper
place?
noun. Yeah. Well, nouns are places too, aren't they? Proper nouns are people, places, and things.
Yes. But
I got that fresh reminder.
Proper noun is
proper
like...
plow. That's another thing back to OnlyFans. All right, another noun. I want to play I Spy. You did that the last time too. You played I Spy.
That really is what it is playing I Spy with nouns.
Let's go ahead and do what's been relevant in my life lately. PlayStation 5. All right, an adjective.
Pink.
Pink. Plural noun. Why do I keep getting nouns? I want good stuff like body parts. Let's go with dildos. That can't go wrong. An adjective.
Fluffy.
Fluffy? You're on top of it. Wait. No, ly is adverb. Fluffy's adjective. We're good. Plural noun. Don't kick that.
It was an accident.
Why do I keep getting these plural nouns? Okay. Oh, I get a name of a coworker. I don't know if any of my coworkers listen. This could be dangerous if I pick wrong. Plural noun. Let's go with strippers. I want this to be interesting. Number.
411.
411?
Yeah.
All right. Noun. What did the fucking coworker name go? Apparently I didn't get it. Another noun. God damn. Let's go with phone. I'm funny? Okay, cool. I appreciate it.
Stuffy.
Stuffy. Related to your life lately?
Yeah. Very
Noun.
stuffy.
Let's go with a ping pong table. Another noun. I have no idea where we're going with this.
A box.
A box. An adjective. That's an adverb. Joyous. Noun.
Duct tape.
I hope strippers are playing ping pong table games.
There
with
you go.
dildos.
There's your name of coworker.
Oh, well, we're getting back. Okay, let's see here. There's like 2 mics. I feel like if I get vague enough where there's a few marks, several marks, actually, there's 3 of them, I think. I could be very vague so nobody knows what I'm talking about. Let's go with Mark.
Are they all spelled the same?
Yes.
Okay.
An adjective.
Cold.
Cold? Like you always are?
I'm immune to the heat. It's a Florida blood.
Oh, I get a part of the body too.
There you go.
I get a part of the body. Mouth. Oh, that's not how you spell mouth. All right, let's find out what we got here.
Cool story, bruh.
We got a badge for nothing. Oh, God. All right. You want to do the reading since you do it every time?
No, you can do it.
Oh, business or pleasure Mad Libs. Okay. Here we go. You're unsteady on your elbows. You're breaking out in cold basketballs. And you have a splitting tree ache. Yep, it's a hangover. And you need help. Cure number 1, the bloody PlayStation 5. There is no pink substitute. The curative dildos in this fluffy drink are astonishing. What the fuck kind of drink do we make?
A dildo drink.
Curative dildos at that.
Fluffy was in there somewhere. Where's Fluffy?
Yeah, that's what it is. The curative dildos in this fluffy drink.
Oh, it was a fluffy drink.
We must
the
have
dildos made it fluffy.
We must have made some kind of sherbet punch. The dildos made it fluffy. I don't want to know what.
Apparently, they were squirted dildos.
I don't want to know what kind of bacteria.
You can buy fake semen.
We had this conversation.
I know we did.
All right, cure number 2, the coffee cure. Many strippers swear that nothing equals 411 cups of black phone to rid you of that stuffy headache. What the fuck does that mean? I don't think that one's going to help. Cure number 3, the shower cure. This one works like a ping pong table for most people. Stand under the box and alternate between hot and joyous water. Joyous water. All I can think of is a Japanese anime water that's got the uwu face and all that good stuff. Joyous water. Me love you long time.
Yeah.
If these don't work, get on your cell duct tape and call Mark. If he is a cold friend, he will cover your mouth at work.
Is Mark a cold friend?
Well, it depends again on which one we're talking about.
Will he cover your mouth at work?
I would hope not. That sounds like he means seductive.
I mean, like, so let's go back to things that you've done at work and things that you put in your pocket. Like, I'm honestly concerned that you might say something you shouldn't. So I would hope that Mark is a cold friend and would cover your mouth if you're gonna say something stupid that gets you in trouble.
He, one of the Marks is my department manager, and he asked. He found out I do a podcast.
Oh God!
And he's like, "How do I listen to a podcast?" And
You don't want to.
I said, "You don't. You don't." All right. Well, how do you feel about what we've written then? Do you feel like it's I feel like it's rougher than our previous attempts have been.
It's rougher, but for some reason, I feel like something about it is so fitting to life right now.
I don't know what that means, but I'll take your word for it.
I don't know. Like, I feel like some parts of it are relatable somehow, which is the craziest part.
Well, now that we've talked about what was it, strippers and 411 cups of black phone and whatever else, Mark.
The cell duct tape with Mark.
The cell duct tape and Mark being a cold friend and covering your mouth, which sounds a little bit rapey, but we'll go beyond that. You want to talk about murder?
Murder? I always want to talk about murder and mystery.
Murder.
Hey! Can we start a murder mystery podcast?
There are so many of those.
I don't care.
So many.
I
Cold
don't
case
care.
and murder mystery. I had talked, I think it was Brian who made mention of it. He said something about writing a podcast.
Not even just murder mysteries, but conspiracies in general, and not like the off the wall ones, but the plausible ones, like the Titanic wasn't the Titanic.
I don't know what you're talking
You
about.
don't
We
know
can't
that
get
one?
into that right now.
The dude who owned the Titanic owned another older ship, and he switched the names because the older ship needed repairing, and he just sunk it instead and said it was like the Titanic.
Is that podcast going to be called Conspiracy Corner with 2 Ks?
Can we?
To murder.
To murder.
Should
Right. We were
have been a
talking.
bonus content. We're not even drinking.
We were talking, bro. We were talking about the possible podcasts.
All right, let's get into it
let's get
before your
back,
brain
yeah.
keeps going. In this week's Newsworthy Neanderthals.
Breaking news. This just in.
Everyone, big dumb.
So, we don't normally do a lot of stories in which people die because it's not usually couth to talk about the dead. But this particular story caught my attention, and I thought we would cover it. So, first off, this is the woman who's got crazy written all over her face. We're talking about Nicole Max. That's her name.
If it weren't for the neck tattoo, I feel like she might be able to pass as reasonable, though.
Reasonable for attractive or as sane?
Sane.
Oh, well.
Like, without the neck tattoo, she kind of looks like one of those stay-at-home moms who, like, their husband is a lawyer or some shit.
I've seen this level of face crazy upstairs quite often. So I have to tiptoe sometimes.
The stay-at-home mom crazy.
Yeah, the stay-at-home mom crazy. Nicole Max, who's 35, she was found by police after investigators responded to a house fire and found a male body with stab wounds as well as 2 cell phones, one belonging to her. The other cell phone was owned by Michael Sarasoli, 79, who was identified as the deceased body and Max's roommate. That's fucking quite an age difference. That is father-daughter age difference.
Deceased body and roommate?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sure that he was alive before all of this occurred. He wasn't dead the whole time.
No. I think I'm caught up on the roommate part. Like, you were just roommates?
Well, that's what they're claiming the relationship was anyway.
Not not like any kind of like even like a sugar baby and sugar daddy. No, roommates. Not even a caregiver and patient. No, roommates.
Yeah, these people actively made a decision to live together. Someone who's probably incapable of taking care of all of the housework that needs done, so he put out an ad for a roommate, and she just jumped on it, and I don't know.
I thought it was cheap rent.
Or free rent.
He must have pissed her off with getting the kitchen because he's so old.
But what happened was cops issued a bulletin across the agency to search for Max when they considered a person of interest in the fatal stabbing at the Daytona Beach home on July 1st. We're back in Florida. Oh, there's a bigger picture of her. I still can't make out what that tattoo's supposed to say. It's probably like Dale's old lady or something. It looks like there's something before that for that word too.
I know.
An hour later, cops discovered Max at an intersection close to a restaurant. So the house burned down. Her roommate is dead with stab wounds, and she just took off. Just go living her life. Max was carrying a knife and a hammer and dropped both weapons upon seeing cops. Officers said Max had blood on her leg and that her toe was bleeding, and that part of her shirt was stained with blood and appeared torn or cut. When questioned by police, Max changed her story several times, including claiming that she was a homeless person. She later admitted that she lived with Sarah Soli and that his bedroom was upstairs and she never went up there unless it was to feed her spiders. They put feed her spiders in parentheses.
Why?
And they don't address it again. They don't explain. They don't say anything about the feeding her spiders. She goes upstairs to feed her spiders.
If she doesn't go upstairs, why are her spiders kept upstairs?
I don't know. I also wonder why they put in quotations. It doesn't sound like they believe her. You look real mind blown over this whole thing.
I'm wondering if feed her spiders is supposed to be like an innuendo for something that they're like implying. Maybe it's not so much that they believe her, but I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
You think the news reporter's like, she didn't go upstairs unless it was a feed her spiders, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
She's got a bunch of...
Why else would it be a
She got a bunch of cobwebs down there. She needs old 79-year-old Sarah Slade to knock loose for her.
I mean, like, back to the extreme love with Kristen. There was a dude, and he's legit in Pittsburgh. He's legit in Pittsburgh. But we're all clear, unless you're, like, an 90-year-old woman. Like, he was dating this lady. I guess he had multiple partners, but he was dating this one lady. She was 91, and she died at 92 while they were dating.
Okay.
He's like, I'm just wired for older women, and by older he meant wrinkles. He was turned on by wrinkles.
It's quite another thing entirely.
In Pittsburgh.
So Max became agitated when detectives asked her about the knife and hammer, and she asked for a lawyer. She then asked for a drink, and cops gave her a Diet Mountain Dew. This gets a little bit crazier than what it has been so far. Max then doused the soda all over her body and hair in an attempt to interfere with the possible evidence on her, states the affidavit. She asked for a soda because she believed that pop had the power to destroy DNA evidence. So upon receiving the Diet Mountain Dew, she's dumped it all over her clothes and her head.
No, honey, that's bleach.
But Sarah Soli's DNA was on the knife blade recovered near his body at the home, and Max's DNA was on the knife handle, according to the affidavit. Max was charged with first-degree premeditated murder, and she is jailed without bond. That's all I have on her.
But does it say anywhere in there why she killed him?
No, it doesn't. No, why she killed them.
No motive whatsoever.
No, why her spiders were upstairs.
They don't have any motive whatsoever.
I got nothing further on her. Maybe there's been information since then, because I think that was on July 1st the article was released. So, I don't know why she did it. I don't know what their living arrangements were.
I want to know what the motive was. Kind of idea.
My concern was the dude was 79 years old. Like, she didn't have to start a fire. She didn't have to stab him to death. She had to wait like 2 weeks tops before he just killed over naturally. Or catch COVID and go cough in his face.
Maybe that's the thing. Maybe she was waiting for him to die and he did, so she got mad and she's like, I'm just gonna do it myself. But here's the thing, like, I feel like rather than stab someone, suffocate them with a pillow. It's harder to track. Not me being a serial killer or criminal whatsoever. Like, let's not go back to that.
Before or after you cut the dicks off.
Oh my goodness!
And you're already planning on moving into our studio space, and we got the one window taped off and the other one we talked about taping off. Well, if you're ready to move on and stop wasting the good people's times, and Caryn's gonna be just all over the place.
It's really
like, where
Caryn's
do I cut?
time.
What do I leave in? You ready for our 1-star dummies?
Yes.
Our 1-star dummies is very relevant.
I got the hiccups, but yes.
Our 1-star dummies is all about us this week.
Really?
Yes.
Oh God, is it the 1-Up challenge?
It is the 1-Up challenge.
Yes!
We're going to talk about it, and we're going to play the video as well. So let's go ahead.
Our
video. And dive into this week's 1-star dummies.
Special delivery.
A package? For me? What's in the box? Oh, it's dumb.
So, if you follow us on TikTok at Overdue for Extinction, you may have seen our 1-Up challenge. Unfortunately, it wasn't sour.
No, it's disappointing.
It brags to be very sour candy. It has a box that displays on the side of the tongue is where the sour glands are, and we even put them over there just to try to get the sour. And it was kind of like a warhead, but maybe not even as sour as that was.
But the reviews were a big tell. Like, they had pictures showing the melted sticky candies like we had. The reviews generally weren't great. And I feel like ours was just another warning. I feel like everyone on social media is probably faking it at this point if they're doing it.
I feel like that too. I think
because they want the money. They want the money and the clout. Yes.
I don't know if we tagged them in our video or not.
Well,
that there's a billion people doing it.
No,
so.
but it's still, they want the money. They want the chance to win. That's it.
Well, we wanted to share our experience with listeners and people on TikTok who came across the video randomly. However, we were disappointed to find out, like we said, it just wasn't sour or not super sour anyway. But we did make a video of it anyway because there were some funny bits that came during the setup and all of that. So we're going to go ahead and watch it if you'd like to.
I enjoy watching us. I think we are fantastically funny.
That sounds self-masturbatory.
It does sound a little narcissistic, but that's what I tell the Discord too. I'm like, you should totally watch us because I'm funny. And then Caryn chimes in and she goes, yeah, you are.
Well, I think at least she's supporting us, then it sounds like. All right, here's our video.
Soon, one day.
We spend a lot of our time trying to preach about the dumb things that other people do, so we've decided to do some dumb ourselves.
Let's do it!
You're way more excited
I
about this
am
than
excited. I am hella excited. God damn it.
Oh no, not the flower.
Not that flower. The flower's dirty.
That's, if anything, an indicator of how this is going to go. So, we are doing
really
the
was.
1-Up challenge, sour candy. If you've not seen this floating around on the social medias yet, it is extremely sour candy.
It wasn't.
And I believe so you're supposed to pop 3 in your mouth and suck it for 30 seconds without making a face.
Yep.
Now, I don't have high hopes for that because it does also come with a neutralizer packet. So, I am going to make mine. You decided you don't want one, but I gave you a bottle of water just in case.
I'll keep it here just in case I need it, but I...
Do you want to read off the rules while we make these bottles?
Sure! So, step 1 is mix neutralizer with 6 ounces of water and set aside.
6 ounces?
6 ounces.
That's it?
Yes. 6 ounces. You got 16 ounces here.
I got 16.9. What do you think?
You had to be so specific.
I don't...
I got real wide-eyed about it. I
So
was
do
like,
I have
what?
to calculate how much of this to dump out?
Yes. We're gonna dump it.
On the floor?
We didn't think.
Okay.
I had to cut out your
Anywho,
drinking
on
milk.
back to the rules. So we got the neutralizer mixed with it. 6 ounces of water.
Good thing I need
2
water.
is pop 3 gummies, suck for 30 seconds without making a face.
That's what I tell all my girlfriends.
Number 3 is spit out or chew and swallow the gummies.
Everything fell
Spitting out
apart
or
at
you
that
swallowing
point.
today?
Oh man. You know, normally it's not me in that rule to have to decide.
Well, it's all on you. Do you want to spit or
I
swallow?
don't know. We'll see how it goes. If it's gonna be bad, I'm probably just gonna spit it as far as I can, see if I can hit Kristen.
Well, see, step 4 is to clean mouth and teeth. Swish neutralizer in mouth for 10 seconds, then swallow or spit.
You don't suppose you're supposed to eat this little silicone packet?
No.
They don't have a scent. That's concerning. You would expect some kind of fruity or gummy smell.
That is kind of concerning, actually. Okay. So I'll take my 3. Whoa.
Don't drop it on the
They're very
floor.
sticky.
You have to still eat it if you drop it on the floor.
I will probably
And there's
eat it if I drop it
Dust
on the
and
floor.
cat litter on this floor, so I wouldn't eat it. You getting a head start? What are you doing?
I'm sorry, let's just have it.
You do that a lot with drinking too. You take a shot before you
Okay,
start.
Ready?
I'm not gonna touch that. Yep.
All 3. Ready?
1, 2, 3.
The disappointment.
They're actually not that bad.
No, they're not.
I think it
This
was
is very
most
disappointing.
disappointing
It's
that
almost like
you
a
didn't
warhead.
have a reaction at all.
I've been preparing all my life for this.
Like,
fucking
by
warhead.
all of the talk, I definitely thought that you would have reacted somehow. You didn't have any reaction
I think
at
one-
all,
I think one of
and
those was a
that's what
refund.
made it so disappointing.
It was really like a
I
lemon
think-
warhead. Like it wasn't
It's very
that bad.
more sour. The longer it's there, but it's not that sour.
The
this,
first toxic
taste
waste
buds that are
candy I
affected by
had,
sour
it was
inside
really
every time.
sour. I almost
From
did make a
Diet Coke?
face. And then on
That
the
Ariel?
inside, like there was actually that space inside that had the powder coating inside to make it
Yeah.
sour inside as well.
Yeah.
All the other ones have been melted together and they didn't have that inside.
I think we just already conquered it. It's really not that bad. It is sour. It really just kind of feels like eating a warhead, though.
I might have to buy these for a while.
Sorry to disappoint.
Plot
We,
Twist did not buy them because they were not sour at all.
We will conquer other things to come.
He
and we
did
have some
challenge
more,
us to 5
challenges and
toxic
things to do,
waste
so
candies at a time,
if you
though.
happen to come across this,
Well, we were supposed to do
please check
those
us out
mega
at
sour
Hockenberry
bombs too.
Station.
Not even sour when you
Yeah,
Those are
I'll
raspberries.
order those when I order the one chip
Anyways,
challenge.
check us out at www.orderhockenberry
Pinky promise.
Station.com, where you can
All right. I don't think people need their plugs because we're gonna plug them again at the end.
Absolutely.
We like to plug people here.
Absolutely. Plug, plug, plug. Just put it in. That's what she said.
Jam it in. Reminds me of the great joke. What's the difference between jelly and jam? You can't jelly a dick in my ass. Should save that one for the drinking jokes. All right. So anyway, so we were very disappointed, as you saw. It didn't go as we had hoped it would, but we wanted to go to Amazon and leave a review to help others who were looking to do the challenge as well. And as you said, there are probably people who are way overblowing the whole thing just to try to get likes and views on it. But when I went to Amazon to send a review to them about how our experience was, we talked about this, I think, on the last bonus episode. I found out that they started implementing AI writing to summarize what people thought about the product that you're looking at.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So-
That's great.
AI has started to write kind of a summation of what people's experiences are regarding the thing that you're looking at. And so for the one up sour candy challenge, it was rated 2.5 out of 5 stars. And the AI said, customers are not happy with the value and sourness of the sugar candies. Okay, that part is fine. It then goes on to say, they say the gummies are mediocre and underwhelming, which I hope to never hear as a review in bed. And my favorite part, and that the flavor is not that sassy.
I remember that.
I did go back to Amazon to view this product again because I kept checking back because we left ourselves a nice long review as well. We left a 1-star review, and I titled it "My Wife is More Sour." And I went back and I saw that the AI text had changed, no longer to describe the candy as not that sassy. So they tweaked it, which made me upset. But we got the original wording before they did change it. So, are you ready for the description, the 1-star review that I left on the one star dummy?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. I say, well, where do we begin? I had heard much hype about this sour candy from TikTok. Decided it would be great to try for our podcast to garner some attention. Well, I decided to take a walk on the wild side and try these sour candies. Let's just say that my taste buds went on a vacation to Mildville. If these candies were any less sour, they'd be auditioning for a role in a rom-com as a sweet sidekick. I'm pretty sure my grandma's lemonade packs more of a punch. If you're seeking an adrenaline rush, these candies might not be your best bet, unless you're an adrenaline junkie for subtlety. I tried these sour candies, and I have to say, they must have mistaken a lemon for a marshmallow. I was prepared for a sour explosion, but all I got was a gentle "hello there" from my taste buds, instead as if Obi-Wan had dropped from the ceiling to foil my plans. If these candies were any tamer, they'd be giving motivational speeches to other candies on how to be less intense. If you're looking for a thrill, you might want to consider talking to a pineapple instead. The experience was like a roller coaster at a retirement home. The level of sourness was so low that even a cucumber would have blushed in comparison. These candies must have missed the memo on what sour is supposed to taste like. If you're looking to impress your taste buds with something milder than a breeze on a summer day, these candies are your new best friend. As someone who grew up on Warheads and knows sour, I can tell you that I have a taste for these things. I absolutely love sour. One look at my wife and you would know I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, check out Overdue for Extinction on whatever podcast platform you choose.
I'd say most of that is true, but I love your wife.
Well, it doesn't make her not sour, though.
She's sweet to me.
She really complains about the kids having Sour Patch Kids streaks.
Qualities.
They're really nice sometimes, and other times they run up and start punching you after giving you a hug. It's all from her, all of it. It's her mix of
sour, sweet
crazy
thing, John. That is the definition of your children.
Mm-hmm. And that's what she is. None of the reviews were quite as poetic as that one. They were a lot of the same complaints we had, where they weren't sour, they were melted together. There was, I think ours were a little bit like a stale kind of chewy too. They weren't like a fresh gummy; they were like kind of stale. So they were really just kind of unpleasant all around.
Just really generally disappointing.
They didn't taste bad though. I don't remember what the taste was, but I don't remember them tasting bad in any way.
No, they didn't taste like a medicine taste, which is a bonus. But, like, I also don't really remember them tasting like anything at all. Like, it was almost kind of like the scent where they didn't smell like anything. They didn't really kind of have a flavor. Like, it attempted sour, but it didn't fulfill the sour. And then there wasn't any really flavor. It was very minimal. Across the board, it was minimal.
Yeah, it wasn't really like a flavor. It was kind of like a artificial fruity flavor, but it was more sour, was the only thing I really tasted, and it wasn't even that sour. So we are this week's 1-star dummy winners, or losers. I mean, we did waste money on it.
I mean, yeah, we did waste money on it. And I will say that this review is on my Amazon account for forever now.
Yeah, in addition to all the other weird things like horse dildos and other things that I look up on our joint account.
I love when it comes close to Christmas time and my mother is like, "What is this?" Because it's in the keep searching or whatever. And Kristen has to be like, "Oh, Anthony was looking up this for this reason."
I'm going to cause a lot of concern. I'm going to put a whip in there, some whipped cream, some handcuffs, some Magnum condoms.
You don't need to look up for condoms, whips, or handcuffs when your sister-in-law worked at an adult boutique. Like, so, like, funny story is one of the managers used to call it the fuck shop, and she got in major trouble at one of the one of the meetings at one point between the managers, and the owner was like, no, you work at an adult boutique, an upscale adult boutique.
I mean, fuck store does sound like you come to find a partner for the evening and partake.
I mean, hey, we had a Kowalski that one time, so...
the ones that have the private viewing rooms of you could take a video and go watch it, I don't think I'd want to clean in there.
Apparently there was a lot of people who asked where we did the dancing, and I had a customer at one point tell me, I'm surprised you don't wear the things. And, like, she did the gesture as well to the wall of lingerie, and I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, wear the things, to show it off.
They expected...
She didn't speak much English, but she totally expected us to wear the lingerie to work.
Probably came from somewhere that doesn't have a lot of adult stores like that, or any adult stores, and so she was like, I'm going to go do the American thing, go visit a fuck shop.
Fuck shop. God.
Well, now that we've talked about, clown porn and sour candy and murdering people, are you ready to finish this thing out?
Sure!
Okay, well, this week we're going back to the podcast roots of Worst of Humanity, and we're going to take a guess this time. I think I made you do it by yourself the first time, but this time we're going to try to figure out what an Urban Dictionary word is. All right, Cait, this week's Worst of Humanity. You ready?
Oh my god, who thinks of this shit? Hey, quick, come here, take a look at this.
Why would you show me that?
I don't want to suffer alone.
This is the worst of humanity.
What do you think a spastic eagle is?
A spastic eagle?
Spastic eagle.
I have no idea.
Give it your best go.
I couldn't even know.
I'm looking forward to your piece of advice at the end of the episode. All right. So, a lot of these Urban Dictionary terms are places named in them. This one obviously doesn't have one, but they're always misguiding anyway, so it doesn't matter. Spastic eagle. So we're thinking about, it's going to be dirty, most likely. It's going to have to do with sex.
Obviously.
In some way. Not obviously. There was one when Justin and I were doing it, and it involved shooting your cum load over the top of the freezer into an ice cube tray, and then freezing the ice cube tray, and then bringing your neighbors over to sit on said ice cubes until it thawed and impregnated them with African babies.
So are you shooting it over that freezer or that freezer into an ice cube tray with that freezer of that freezer?
Well, I am 33 years old now, so I'm not as young and vibrant as I used to be, so I'm going to probably have to go for the smaller freezer.
Shooting over into an ice cube tray in that freezer?
If I can shoot it over the freezer without getting it on there, I think there should be some reward. Like, it doesn't have to make it. What kind of reward? What are we talking about, Cait? Why is that even rewarding me for shooting a load on an appliance, let alone into an ice cube tray?
You're the one that brought this up with me!
I was just trying to tell you how we usually try to deduce what these words are. So, assuming that it has nothing to do with shooting a load over a fucking, not a wash, now I'm talking about different appliances, over a freezer. A spastic eagle, right? So you're probably flapping your wings. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
I was flapping wings with you.
You were flapping everything. That was a whole ass demonstration.
I don't know. A spastic eagle.
You want to do it again for the people? You putting it all out there for this is your advertisement, baby. This is what they came for. You did a full face when it came. You did a whole ass face. I don't know if I could mimic the face, but you want to see what it looked like for my? It was. That's what it looked like. I have to watch this episode again just to see what it looked like because I couldn't fucking fully comprehend what I was seeing. I couldn't take it in.
I love you so much. Who knows if she's gonna leave this in her cupboard?
Oh, she's absolutely leaving it. there's no chance she cuts any of that.
Oh, there you go, Caryn. Leave it
Not
out.
only did you demonstrate what you thought it looked like, I also demonstrated it. So there's no way in hell she's leaving that out.
It hurts. It hurts.
Existing.
Oh my goodness. Ah! Ah!
So, because of the brain cancer and the alcohol combination, you don't know what you think a spastic eagle is, but that's what you think it looks like.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'll take that as an answer, I guess. It's good enough for me.
Yes.
I'm going to say it's when the girl is riding the horse cowgirl, and then to make her spaz out in a way that she starts flapping her appendages, you're going to pull it out and quickly jam it into her butt as when you go in for the return. That's what I think. And then she's gonna flap frantically because you're in the wrong hole.
I feel like you're cheating because you rate the episodes.
No, I looked up funny Urban Dictionary words. I said, Kristen, is this one a good one to use? And she said yes. And I said, okay, I'm going to use it. I haven't looked at what it was.
Okay.
Okay, so are you content with your demonstration? Is that your final answer?
I don't even know, dude. Let's go.
Okay. A spastic eagle is when... Oh, what is happening? When a person receives anal, gives head, and gives two hand jobs at the same time. If you can picture in your head the head and arm movements, you'll understand why it was given the name spastic eagle. So, because we go to Urban Dictionary to teach our dummies new phrases and things like that, are you good?
That'd be a 5-some. I was just counting in my head. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 5-some.
This is a spastic eagle, apparently.
Apparently.
But some people may struggle to learn how to use the word properly without a demonstration. Not a demonstration. Don't sit down. Don't worry about it.
I was gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4. You're not seeing my ass. That's an OnlyFans kind of deal.
I think I have to clip that for the episode for a TikTok. You ain't seeing my ass. Oh my God, what has happened here today? I'm glad we don't record episodes back to back because by the time we got to the second one, the entire second one would be completely unlistenable. Because it would be this from the very start of it. So for those that need a sentence example of what a spastic eagle is, the sentence example is, your mom did a spastic eagle with her coworkers the other night in the office.
Co-workers. It
Yeah.
doesn't specify how many.
Well, you counted how many.
I have 5-some.
Yeah, so there were 4 coworkers.
Well, what a whore.
I thought we were sex positive here.
We are, but like,
But not
damn.
Not the spastic eagle users.
5-some?
Yeah, 5-some.
Do you think you could please 4 other women at the same time?
For sure not. Absolutely not.
That's the thing. A 5-some is a lot.
We've had this conversation in the past whether or not we wanted to explore possibly adding another person, another girl.
Look, I made a joke when she gave me pineapple pants.
and so we had this discussion, and I thought, I don't know that I could handle 2 of them at once. That seems like a lot of work.
That's the thing. Like, I see a lot of polygamous couples, and I'm like, I don't think I can handle two men. I don't think I can handle him and another woman. I don't think I can handle that. Like,
a lot of work. Spastic eagle is for the real pros.
it really is. But
that leaves a whole nother
One is
hole
enough.
open. You could do 6.
You could do 6, but maybe they like the spastic eagle. Maybe they got something in the hole. I don't know. People sell lots of toys, I should say. People sell lots of toys. Hence the alien egg company.
Uh-huh.
You know, people sell lots of toys to each their own.
The oppositor or
Whatever.
or-
I'd rather you guys not find out mine, and I'd rather not know yours. So we're just gonna draw the line there.
Speaking of lines, you want to talk about Harley Quinn hate now?
Not on the podcast.
Okay. We'll wrap up and let go of our hostages for the weekend, yeah?
Yeah.
Because Adam Adams is going to have a lot to say about this episode.
Just don't stick a raccoon up your butthole.
What's that to do
That's
with Adam
all.
Adams?
I don't know. Just don't stick a raccoon up your butthole. Because apparently your butthole can fit a raccoon.
We've had this conversation.
I
on the
know,
podcast.
but don't put a raccoon up your butthole.
You're very much a fan of this fact.
I love it so much. It is just one of my favorite facts.
Oh shit! Well, this has been a whole ordeal. So this podcast, there's a couple things we need to cover here in the end. First and foremost, I can't talk anymore. I'm tired.
You didn't even drink, bro.
I know. I still have the two.
You still have
both.
both? You just been drinking that Red Bull? Dear Lord.
I know. And one
I
of
got
us had to stay
issues.
on track.
I'm empty, bruh. I'm empty.
So this episode will air on what is today, the 6th, the 5th?
Next week.
12th. Yeah, the 12th as the air.
I'll be in court. We're not gonna talk about that.
You're the one that brought it up.
We're not gonna talk about that, but I'll be in court when it airs. Have fun, people.
Definitely has nothing to do with cutting dicks off at all.
It does not. It does not. It's family neighbor drama bullshit.
For someone who doesn't want to talk about it, you're getting awful credit.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I've told my Discord too.
So, as of the time that this releases, I believe we still have 2 weeks left in the contest that we started last episode. We haven't got any submissions yet, I don't think. So people either have heard it, said, I'll do it, and then didn't do it, or people have said, I don't give a fuck, I'm not contributing to fuck all. So if you are one of the people who forgot to do it, you make sure you send us in a story. Because if you happen to be the only one that sends it, we have a winner by default.
What was it? A $20 gift card?
A $25 gift card
25
of your choosing, and a shirt either of the podcast, which I'm wearing. It's our hamster logo with the bee beers. Or you can pick a different design off of Kristen's Etsy account. Not Overdue for Extinction, at Crafting to Escape.
I love that. I hoped for that.
And now you need
I had
help
the
with it.
hiccups.
And now you need a username help. Are you gonna throw up on me?
No, it's the hiccups.
Okay, all right. So send in your story. Again, that contest is to send in our podcast webpage, www.overdueforextinction.com. There is a tab somewhere on there where you can leave a voicemail. Tell us a dumb story, something you have done. It doesn't have to be drunken necessarily, like my co-bitch over here. But you could have done something dumb. I've stuffed hot dogs in my pocket. I've stuffed cans of Monster in there. I have thawed out frozen water bottles in a hot bleach tank at work, which has nitrates and a bunch of other shit coming off the latex in it. And then poison myself that way. There's a lot that you can do to hopefully top my stories. But if you leave us a story, you will be entered into a raffle, and if you are selected for that raffle, you will win the gift card and the t-shirt for free. So, on that note, you can follow us on all of our social media locations. All of that is listed on the website. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Twitter, or I guess it's X now, not Twitter anymore. OnlyFans apparently coming at some point. Did you just wink or are you wincing? Don't know what's happening over there anymore. You're like the drunk girl at the bar who thinks you're winking at a handsome fella. You think you're winking at a handsome fella, but then somebody comes up to you and asks you why you're having convulsions at the wall.
I can't get rid of the hiccups. Leave me.
If you want to follow me personally on my Instagram, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and X are all at Unfeeling Dragon. You can follow me. My name is Anthony Hockenberry, Hockenbery on Facebook for all the good dank memes that I post there. Cait, where can I find you?
Are we doing that?
Other than
Are we making it official?
if that's why you want them to follow you.
I don't care, but he's the only one that had a suggestion. And to be fair, it is connected to non-related stuff. Let's just make it official.
This is a hot mess.
I'll make it official. I'm sorry, I have the hiccups.
You have a whole lot going on right now. The hiccups being the least of it.
Mistress Savage, let's go.
Mistress Savage on Twitch.tv.
Sure.
And other places.
We'll go Twitch, Facebook, Twitter. I'll make all the kinds of stuff tonight. So we'll get going. All at Mr. Savage.
You need to get going to bed. Good God.
I need these hiccups gone.
Most importantly, we do have a Patreon where we post bonus episodes. The bonus episodes, I think we've decided, are all drinking episodes. This is basically it. What you've seen for the last probably half hour at this point is really the entirety of it. Our first one was 2 hours and 18 minutes. I think the second one went 2.5 hours. So it's very raw, unedited, slightly edited. I've got the background out when I put pictures and videos up. But other than that, we don't cut out any of the bullshit. In the second episode, we taped the cardboard box over the window because it was creating a beam of light at me. And the entire thing is just just us being off camera, you making loud tape noises with your lapel mic, and just us bullshitting as we put this box up on the wall. And then later, as the box falls off during recording, it's mostly a lot of me corralling Cait, trying to bring her back to what we're talking about. So for as low as $3 a month, you can get all of the bonus content. We're also going to throw some Omegle interviews with strangers on there. We're going to make them participate in newsworthy Neanderthal segments, and that's going to be bonus content as well. I don't know if she's holding her breath for swimming or trying to get hiccups. Okay, it doesn't sound like it's working out very well for you.
It doesn't. It's not.
But anyway, that's also at Patreon. Overdue for Extinction is what you look for that too. Hard to miss our logo for that. As one of the low tiers for $1 or above, you get a special shout out. So Cait, what do you want to say to Brian now that you're in this wonderful state of existence?
Okay, now that we've dedicated a whole episode to Brian,
We did talk to Brian basically the entire second bonus episode.
we did talk to Brian. Brian is like our first Patreon, so like don't mind the hiccups. But I feel like he gets a special role. Like, so our very first player on the ARC server. Don't mind the hiccups.
There we go.
His name was Trock. He got a special role too. But like, we love you, Brian. But like, just keep subscribing.
You sound like 10 times drunker than you actually are. So thank you, Brian, for being our first patron and for continuing your patronage. I hope this has been worth something to you.
I'm funny. I know. Fuck the hiccups! Ah!
I think we've wasted enough of your time. We have a couple other tiers on there as well. We have a $10 tier where we're going to do basically I think you do cameo in this whole get-up you got going on with the hiccup. If you hate somebody or you want to send someone an ominous message, we will do it for you. We'll create a video and send it to you to send to them, or we'll send it to them ourselves if you give us their information.
I think we need a tier of they pick a segment for us.
Or they pick us up. We also we could do that. They could appear on a bonus episode as well. And at the $20 tier, you get physical merchandise. This month has been the shirt design with all of our handles.
I still need one.
Yeah, you do. You gotta get to Kristen and tell her what you want.
The pretty pink.
The pretty pink. Send us content for the contest, which will end in 2 weeks from the time this airs. get us on our Patreon so we can get a better set and we don't have to finger the water wall.
Because I'm moving in and taking the space. Let's not lie.
I think that about covers it. So, because we have filled you with dumb for so long of a period now, Cait's going to share her eternal wisdom with us, and each week she's going to close out the show with a bit of wisdom for you. So Cait, what do you have this week for our customers, our listeners? They're not buying shit from us yet.
It's illegal to shove gerbils up your butthole, so I don't recommend that. It's illegal in California, but I don't recommend that anywhere.
Is it legal other places?
I don't know, but I don't recommend it anywhere. It's specifically illegal in California, but I don't. God damn these hiccups!
Okay, so I guess this week's words of wisdom is don't shove gerbils up your butt. This wasn't anything anyone else was doing anyway to begin with. I don't think so.
Why is it illegal in California?
I don't know. I didn't write the laws.
I get that.
I think that's going to do it for us this week. Thanks for listening. Tune in for the next one, whenever the hell that might be. And stay smart and stay safe.
Overdue for extinction.